And hello again, everybody, and welcome to Boyd County High School softball on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network. This afternoon, we are live from the Boyd County Athletic Complex in Cannonsburg as your Boyd County Lady Lions play host to the Great Crossing Warhawks in the Tri-State Softball Showcase. I'm Greg Preston, glad to have you along. Boyd County and head coach Lance Caesar come in on a one-game winning streak after beating 16th region foe Greenup County last night in a wild one, 14-13. The Lady Lions trailed 7-0 after the top of the first inning, but fought their way back and got the victory. Boyd County is now 13-10 on the season. Great Crossing, who is out of the 11th region, fell last night to Ashland 9-1. The loss put the Warhawks record at 13-8. Great Crossing is coached by Daniel Murphy. Joining me on the broadcast this afternoon is Ian Wilburn. And Ian, what a game it was last night between Boyd County and Greenup County.
Oh, yes, and it just is a great showing of our girls' just continued effort and relentlessness out there on the ball field.
Yep, and you get down 7-0 there in the first inning. I tell you what, you come in and you think you got to get at least something back right there. The girls were able to get it together, and 14-13, we got a football score.
Oh, yes, and like you said, coming in 7-0, that's a big deficit, and that really sets the tone with our mindset coming in. Are we going to let that affect us, or are we just going to continue and attack, and that's what they did for all 7 innings last night.
And Boyd County offensively, they have a potent offensive lineup. You got power and speed in the lineup.
Oh, yes. You take a look at the numbers last night. We had 15 hits, batting .455. And, and you look at the grades of them, freshman, junior, sophomore, senior, junior, freshman, senior, junior, sophomore. So we have a great young core along with some great senior leadership to establish us for not now, but also the future.
Right, and obviously a really good win against one of the 16th region's top opponents.
Yes. If you take a look, it's about a 3-team race between Ashland, Greenup County, and Boyd County. Maybe even East Carter in there too, of who's going to take that region crown at the end of the season.
And Boyd County battling some injuries right now, and today on the mound starting an 8th grader.
Yes, and that says a lot about this 8th grader. She is coming in and getting this varsity experience with the injury of Elin Simpkins and Layson Black. So just a lot of faith shown by Coach Lance Caesar right there.
Yep, he trusts a lot in this 8th grader, and the Lady Lions though seem to be hitting some stride right now.
Yes, they had a great showing down in Myrtle Beach. Had some good competition down there. Came back, had a little adversity with the Ashland game here at home, but that's a great time to learn from our experiences and get it tuned up, ready for district and region as it's just right around the corner.
And let's go ahead, step out, take our first break of the evening, and when we come back, we'll talk to Lady Lions softball coach Lance Caesar. Back after this on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go. Which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99. Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for Pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go. which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Big news! Buffalo Wild Wings has great wing deals for you all week long. Come in every Tuesday for Wing Tuesdays. Grab the crew and come in for traditional wings, buy one, get one 50% off. And every Thursday is Boneless Thursday, where you'll get buy one, get one free on the delicious boneless wings. And have them spun in one of their 26 sauces and seasonings. Get them spicy, get them sweet, or get them plain. It's only at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. Price and participation may vary. See server for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other offers.
Back in Cannonsburg, now joined by Boyd County softball coach Lance Caesar. Coach, first of all, what a game last night with Grinnell County.
Yeah, it was a great game. Didn't know how it was going to end, but I was just extremely proud of our girls that we fought the entire game and never gave up. And, sometimes you come out on the good end of those, so it was nice.
And, you got down 7-0 on the top of the first, and the kids really battled back.
They did. They never quit from the time we started, and that's what I really like to see from our girls. And we've been wanting to see that for a couple years now, and we're finally starting to get there.
And, I've had a chance to see you a couple times this year. Defensively, you're really good.
We can be. For the most part, we are pretty solid defensively, and with injuries starting our pitching staff, that's what we're going to have, and girls have really stepped up, and we're starting to play really well at the right time.
And today, a good opportunity for a young kid on the mound, an eighth grader.
Yeah, McKinley Corey stepped up. She gave us a lot of good innings, and she's going to get an opportunity today against one of the better teams in state in Great Crossing. She hits her spots and changes speeds and all those things. I think she'll have a really good day.
And offensively, you hit the ball well too. You've got power.
We do. Top to bottom, we swing it pretty well. As long as we don't get a little anxious and swing out of the zone, if we stay disciplined, I think we can swing it with anybody.
What do we know about this Great Crossing team?
I know it's kind of similar to us. They had some injuries to the pitching staff. They do swing it well. They play a great schedule. Coach Murphy usually has his teams always prepared. He's coached at Frederick Douglass, Louisville Mayo, and now Great Crossing. He's been all over the state. He always has good teams wherever he goes.
And, you get a team coming out of the 11th region, you throw the records out the door. It's always good competition there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a stacked region with Lexington Catholic, Bryan Station, Frederick Douglass, Great Crossing. I think Madison Central is in there also. That region, every year, whoever comes out of the region is a state title contender.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about this tri-state softball showcase that you have here every year.
It's something that Dave Wheeler and Scott Ingram started, I want to say 10, 12 years ago. We hosted at several different locations here. This year it is at Boyd County, Ashland, and Russell. Usually bring in anywhere from 15 to 30 teams. It kind of varies every year. We just kind of want to showcase some of the best teams from West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky. We try to bring in some of the best teams from everywhere and showcase the talent that's really in the area.
Now back to your team. What do you need to do to get out here today with a win?
Kenley's going to have to pitch well. She's going to have to change speed, and we're going to have to score and give her some support behind her. And if our defense continues to play solid, and like I tell the girls, we win the walks, win the errors, and win the big innings, we usually win the game. So that's kind of our motto right now.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck this afternoon. We'll talk to you again after the game.
Thank you. Look forward to it.
That's Boyd County head coach Lance Caesar. Back after this on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Pick six for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick six, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick six meal for two for $19.99. Pick six for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick six.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick six meal for two for $19.99.
And we're back at the Boyd County Athletic Complex here in Cannonsburg. Softball action today. Boyd County and Great Crossing here in the Tri-State Softball Showcase. It got started last night. The Lady Lions had a win 14-13 over Greenup County. Greenup County had beaten Boyd County earlier in the season, so that's a good win for the Lady Lions. And then also last night, Great Crossing played. They played against 64th District foe of Boyd County's in Ashland. Ashland beat Great Crossing 9-1. And, you know, Ian, you talked a little bit about it being a three-team race, and, you know, it's probably going to be more than that. But your top three are certainly, and not in any order, but Boyd County, Greenup County, and Ashland.
Yes. If you just go around and look at the scoreboards, they've all beaten each other at least once this season. So, like you said, it all just depends on the draw for the region whenever it comes around, and just who's the hottest team at that time.
Yep, and you know, obviously in the 64th district, we already know the seating for we don't know the seating for the district yet because I forgot Boyd County and Fairview have not played, but Boyd County, if they are able to beat Fairview, they'll get the 1 seed because that the first game is always the seed game here in the 64th district, and the Lady Lions beat Ashland in that one on the road over at Ashland. And, you know, Boyd County 13-10 right now, but I'll tell you what, they've played a really tough schedule, and that's to get them prepared for the postseason.
Oh, yes, and if you take a look at their schedule, it's one of the top schedules in the state. Down in Myrtle Beach, they were playing state championship teams from New York, South Carolina, North Carolina, and so whenever you play that type of schedule, you're expected to see some losses on that other side of the card. So it gets us ready for that and those challenges that are going to be coming.
And don't forget, we'll have the second game of the of Boyd County's here of today on the Tri-State Softball Showcase at 6 o'clock. Pete Fraley will be around for that one. It'll be Boyd County and Notre Dame out of Northern Kentucky, another very good ball club. And, you know, anytime you get into this 11th region, which Great Crossing is in, you know, it's that Lexington region, you know, you can throw the records out the door. They're going to be pretty good. 13-8 is not bad, but either way, they're going to be good.
Oh, yes, and whenever you have to share your programs with Scott County High School as well, that's another challenge, and it's a historic program there as well. So they have a very, like you said, challenging, not just region, but district.
Yep. Let's go ahead right now and take a look at the starting lineups first for Great Crossing. We'll take a look at their batting lineup. Leading off, plays center field is Thea Mosley Franklin. Batting second will be Kylie Harrison, and playing left field. The right fielder, Madeline Markin, will bat third. In the cleanup spot this afternoon is Mara Livingston. She'll play shortstop. Then you have the catcher, Ava Collins, batting fifth. In the sixth hole is the pitcher, Molly Parker. Batting in the seventh hole is your designated player, Sadie Parker. She'll be hitting for Amelia Dinsley, who's the flex player playing first base. In the eighth hole today is Grayson Wright, the second baseman. Then Brooke Smith, the third baseman, will hit ninth for Great Crossing. Let's take a look at Boyd County defensively from left to right here. First, let's take a look. McKinley Corey is going to be on the mound, the eighth grader. Then you've got Kaylee May behind the dish. First to third, Emily Bush at first, Jaden Goad at second, J.C. Goad, the Marshall signee, at short. And then you have Savannah Henderson, the University of Kentucky commit, playing third base. Then from left to right in the outfield for the Lady Lions, Reagan Robbins in left, Grace Stevens in center, and Taylor Culp and right. So that's a pretty solid lineup.
Yes, and uh, I'm going to take Boyd County anytime that they take the field, regardless, who's out there. But with those girls, we can go the distance.
Yep, and Lance Caesar has done a great job since taking over this program. And the Lady Lions 2 seasons ago were in Lexington playing in the state tournament.
Yes, and uh, their goal this year is to get a return trip back, and they're like we've said all day already, they've set themselves up to get there.
Well, talent-wise, you're certainly there. And obviously, to win a region to get to the state tournament, you have to have a lot of things go right.
Yes. And one of the things that's going to helps is having that experience. And whenever are being led by, JC Goad, who's played since she's an eighth grader.
Yep.
She's had that experience. She's been there, and she knows what it takes.
And then, you got Savannah Henderson there at third base. And, for the most part, you're going to have most of your lineup coming back next year. The only two seniors in the starting lineup here this afternoon for Boyd County is J.C. Goad at short. She's going to Marshall. And then you've got Taylor Culp in right field. So out of your starting 9 here, you've got 7 of them returning for next season. So the future looks good. And then, you take a look at it as well with Layson Black. The injury got to her, and and we
take a look at Elin Simpkins as well. Yes,
yep.
So that injury bug, it can get anyone and any team, and it's just happened to get us this year.
And Simpkins is a player; she's a real deal.
Oh yes, you take a look at her; she's 6 foot, maybe even 6'1", and just a brute. And during basketball, we always say you can tell the difference between a D1 athlete, and you take a look at her, and she's a D1 athlete.
Yep, she is, and she can flat out play. And you've got a Henderson going to the Southeastern Conference, and then J.C. Goad going over to Marshall to play in the Sun Belt, a very tough conference as well. I mean, and obviously. With younger kids, you've got kids a chance to go ahead and play at the next level as well.
Oh, yes. And just with the talent that we have, those younger kids are just going to get that much more exposure. And who knows where we will be saying that they'll be going here in a couple of years.
Yes. Let's go ahead, step out, and take one more break here. When we come back, it'll be time for softball. Back after this on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Big news! Buffalo Wild Wings has great wing deals for you all week long. Come in every Tuesday for Wing Tuesdays. Grab the crew and come in for traditional wings, buy one, get one 50% off. And every Thursday is Boneless Thursday, where you'll get buy one, get one free on the delicious boneless wings. And have them spun in one of their 26 sauces and seasonings. Get them spicy, get them sweet, or get them plain. It's only at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. Price and participation may vary. See server for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other offers.
And welcome back to Cannonsburg. Greg Preston, Ian Wilburn, glad to have you along today for the Tri-State Softball Showcase. We'll be back for the 6 o'clock game. Well, we won't. Pete Fraley will, but the Boyd County and Total Media Sports Network will. Across the road, you got the Derby Classic going on. In the first game right now, you got Covington Catholic and Wolfe County. Wolfe County, team we had to play to get into the Final Four last year in the state tournament. Second game over there today will be Lexington Catholic and Covington Catholic. And the nightcap, the 6 o'clock game, will be Boyd County playing host to Lexington Catholic. So a good day of baseball across the road as well.
Oh, we also have the Area 7 track meet going on across the road as well. It's probably in the finishing moments right now, and we had about 18 different schools sign up to come run and do some field events this morning as well. So the Larry complex is definitely seeing some attention today.
Yep, I was having problems getting in and out today.
Oh, I had to go the back way, go down to the old softball field just to be able to get in and out easily.
Yeah, still not easily, right?
Oh, well, I came in a little late, so it wasn't that bad. Just had to walk a little bit.
And the Lady Lions today, dressed in their white uniforms, the red numerals and letters and trim, Great Crossing in their blue uniforms, the green numerals and letters trimmed in white, and the white pinstripes. And Boyd County getting set to take the field here, and we're going to play some softball.
A little bit colder weather than
Yep.
expected to be here in second day of May.
It's a little bit chilly out, but it's a great day to play. Kind of overcast right now. A little bit earlier it was sunny, which helped it get a little bit warmer.
Oh yeah, and you see all these girls out here, they're wrapped up in hoodies and their
Wait until the 6 o'clock
cover-ups.
game.
Oh yeah, that's whenever the sun drops tonight, they're gonna be
And that wind.
all the they're gonna be wrapped up in blankets and anything else that they can find to be warm.
Great crossing. Number 11.
Great Crossing out of the 11th region.
Number 42.
The starting lineups being introduced to the crowd here.
Number 23, Madeline Markham.
I hope I'm pronouncing some of these names right.
Number 4, Mara Livingston.
If not, we'll blame it on Ethan Reardon.
Yep, that's exactly what I was about to say.
That guy came up here unprepared today.
Number 6, number 1.
Here we are, we're trying to get him distracted from doing his job.
Number 14, Parker.
He's holding it together pretty well.
16th region basketball champions.
Yes.
So part of that.
Number 18, Smith.
What a great year the Lions had basketball wise.
26, Bensley. Now, for your Boyd County Lady Lions.
See if I can find something else to throw at him.
Go.
Maybe the pop can.
Oh no, we don't want to do that. I got to make that last game.
Number 11, JC. Go. 33, Brooklyn Jacobs. Number 3, Grace Stevens.
Brooke Jacobs last night.
14,
Another home run.
Number 10, Kaylee May. Number 16, Taylor Cole. Number 24, Reagan Robin.
Pretty good lineup going out on the field right now for Boyd County.
Corey.
And there's just something about these simple, just white and
Yep.
bold Boyd uniforms.
Those are the
they're
kind of uniforms
sharp.
you like, old
Yes.
school.
Yes. Keep it simple.
Good times up here.
Oh yes.
I'll
It's
get him
nothing
again
but
before
good
it's
times
over.
here in the booth.
Yeah. And Corey to the mound for the Lady Lions, and a youngster, an 8th grader. You know, it's always good to see a young kid have an opportunity to get out and play some. And, you know, opportunities in 8th grader and varsity ball is a big deal.
Oh yes, I mean, I don't think a lot of people understand just the requirement it takes for a kid this young to be able to play at this level.
Yes.
And the expectations that are put on them at such a young age.
And you know, you take a look at the Lady Lions basketball team, not this season, but season before, you're starting 3 7th graders on the varsity. I mean, it's, you know, it's, they've got a chance to be pretty good too.
Yes, and you know, we've almost made it a common thing to be used to around here of, oh, 8th graders play varsity. But you go to these bigger schools and that's not a typical thing around here.
No.
So they're playing against grown
Yeah.
men and women.
Yes, they are. And Corey on the year, this is going to be her 10th appearance, her second start. 0-1 on the season. And here we go. We're about ready to play. Mosley Franklin set to lead it off here for Great Crossing. She'll bat from the left side.
Leading off rear crossing number 11, Mosley Franklin.
Left-handed side, you got to step quicker, you're a step closer to first base. And just looking at her swing, she looks like she likes to slap it some. Not saying that she will here. And we're about ready to play. Corey, the 8th grader, on the mound here. Henderson way in at third base. And she wanted to slap it ball high for ball 1. And, talking to Coach Caesar a little bit too, got to make sure that not too many free passes. Second pitch outside, 2-0 count now to the leadoff hitter, Mosley Franklin.
Oh, and that's been a consistent conversation that I feel like baseball and softball have been having this year.
Yes. Ball 3 pitches up to the center fielder.
Establishing yourself early allows you to get comfortable and get that batter uncomfortable. And if we get them on base, that's been our trouble this season.
The 3-0 catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 3-1 count now to Mosley Franklin. Corey gets her signs. And here we go. Slap to the shortstop, Goad, and Goad on the exchange from the glove to the hand. It got away from her. So Mosley Franklin will reach on an error by Goad. That brings up Kylie Harrison, the left fielder, hitting .400 on the season from the right side. Take strike 1. Have to keep an eye over there on Mosley Franklin to see if she's going to run.
Yeah, Kaylee May's keeping her in check after every pitch right there.
And the 0-1 pitch from Corey. Knocked out of play down the left side. She's ahead 0-2 now to Harrison.
She liked what she saw right there just a little bit early.
Just a little bit early on it. 0-2 count now on the batter. And the pitch from Corey popped up to the infield. Jaden Goad's going to go behind the second base bag and retire Harrison just a little bit on the outfield grass for out number 1.
Now batting for crossing number 23, Markham.
That brings up Madeline Markham, the right fielder now for Great Crossing in the 3-hole. And the runner from first goes, and the throw, and she's safe. Overslid the bag just a little bit, but was able to get back was Mosley Franklin. And the pitch was a ball. So it's a 1-0 count, but she's in scoring position.
Showing off her wheels, too.
Corey with the 1-0 pitch on the way. Popped up to the infield. Henderson goes just into foul territory and retires Markham for out number 2.
Now batting number 12, Livingston.
And, Coach Caesar and I talking, he said with the youngster, if you can get a lot of rollovers and a lot of pop-ups, it's going to be a whole lot better. And, Boyd County could be out of the inning.
And that's just one of those things that we learn from it, forget about it, and don't let it affect us for the rest of the game and get the next out. And
1-0 pitch now. Corey, the first one was high. Here comes the 1-0. Nice pitch, swung over top of by Mara Livingston, the shortstop, in the cleanup slide.
And the Lady Lions responded well after giving up that error.
They did.
Coach Caesar's definitely proud of what he's seeing.
And a 1-1 pitch is low. Nice job, Kaylee May, just keeping that in front of her. Mosley Franklin tried to read the dirt ball there, got off a little bit, but decided not to go.
Almost got stranded out there in no man's land.
Yep. The 2-0 pitch outside for ball 3. Livingston from the right side with the 3-0 takes ball 4 to the inside. Now runners on first and second with 2 outs brings up the catcher Ava Collins. Here Coach Murphy saying top hand here. Make sure she gets through the ball. First pitch is low for ball 1 from Corey.
Oh, and this is what Coach Caesar was talking about. We've just got to let ourselves get these outs and not let it continue to build up and get free bases.
Give yourself a chance to make a play. And the 1-0 delivery from Corey on the way. Down the right side, slicing foul over to the warning track. Makes it a 1-1 count. Corey's going to throw a lot of off speed. The 1-1 outside for ball 2.
Yes, sitting where we're at, if you can tell they're expecting a lot of off speed. They're up in front of the box right now.
And there's ball 3 on a pitch low. Probably going to get something pretty good to hit right here. That 3-1 a walk would load the bases. And the 3-1 catches the corner on the inside for strike 2. Full count and 2 outs now. Top of the first, no score. Boyd County and Great Crossing here. The Tri-State Softball Showcase.
Runners will be going here.
And the pitch on the way. Hit into right center field. And Stevens with a diving catch to haul it in and end the inning. 2 runners left on for Great Crossing. No hits. Back after this on the Boyd County Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go. Which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99. Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Back in Cannonsburg, no score after a half inning of play. Great Crossing stranded 2 on no hits. Reached on an error and a walk. Corey did a good job of getting out of the jam.
Yes, and a great response to getting that final out after getting 2 batters or leaving 2 runners on in that half inning. It's what, as Coach Caesar wants to see with a young girl on the mound, because it just shows what he's going to be able to have later on here in the season.
Molly Parker on the mound for Great Crossing. Catcher will be Collins from first to third. You have Densley right, Livingston at short, Smith at third, then left to right in the outfield, Harrison, Mosley, Franklin, and Markham. And Jaden Gold will lead it off for Boyd County, hitting .395 on the year. From the left side, the younger sister of J.C. Goad, the shortstop, a nice combination up the middle. Parker, the left-hander, with the first pitch. It's a strike. 0-1 count now to Jaden Goad.
And it's almost like the dynamic duo with the Goad sisters. You have Jaden here, who's the speedster, and JC is the power.
A 1-1 count now. Pitch up high and outside. Goad will step back in with the count even. Slaps it left side. It's just inside the line for a fair ball. Rounds first, heads to second, and it's a double on a hustle play. Nice start for Boyd County and Jaden Goad, a double out of the blocks here.
Now batting for Boyd County, number 4, Savannah Henderson.
That brings up Savannah Henderson. Savannah's got some pop in her bat, hitting .377 on the year.
Bringing the corners in.
First pitch is high and tight for ball one. So Goad on second, Henderson to the plate. The 0-1 hit into right field. The right fielder Markham goes back on it, makes the catch. Goad tags up and goes to third.
Now batting, number 11, JC Goad.
So the Lady Lions a chance to score here with less than 2 outs. JC Goad on third, or make that Jaden Goad on third. JC Goad to the plate. JC with 5 home runs on the season.
And what hitting record does she not have here at Boyd County?
And she's the Marshall signee. First pitch way up high for ball one. You know, they may try to pitch around her here with base open at first.
Wouldn't surprise me, but I would think you wouldn't waste some pitches.
There it goes into the gap into left center field. One hops it off the fence. Goad rounds first. Going to go into second with the stand-up double. And the Lady Lions take the lead 1-0. The Goad sisters both double here in the first inning. The top, or makes that the bottom half of it. And Boyd County goes on top. That brings Brooke Jacobs to the plate. .367 on the year is her average. And the left-hander, Molly Parker, fires and fouled out a play by Jacobs down the right side. Lady Lions have come out to swing the bats here early on. Parker's second pitch up high. Evens the count now to 1-1. Coach Lance Caesar giving his calls. Kids looking at the wristbands, see what's going on. Parker with the 1-1 pitch. Change up. Way out in front of it is Jacobs.
She was expecting some heat right there.
That was a really good pitch by Parker to get ahead now at 1-2. Be big if Boyd County could get this second run in. Now the 1-2 to Jacobs, inside and high over top of her head for ball two. Evens up the count.
And Jacobs, the hero from last night for the Lady Lions, as she hit the walk-off against Greenup County.
And the 2-2 taken down low for ball three. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We got a full count here. Bottom half of the first, Boyd County 1, Great Crossing nothing. J.C. Goad in scoring position at second base for the Lady Lions. Ground ball right side, fielded by the first baseman Dinsley. She steps on the bag for out number 2, but that moves
Now batting, number 3.
go to third.
with Grace Stevens up to
Yep.
bat.
2 outs here. It's going to take a hit to get her in. Grace Stevens, 370 on this season. Pops it up. Second baseman Wright goes back, calls for it, and catches the pop-up to end the inning. But Boyd County plates a run, 1-0, Lady Lions. Back after this on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go. Which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Big news! Buffalo Wild Wings has great wing deals for you all week long. Come in every Tuesday for Wing Tuesdays. Grab the crew and come in for traditional wings, buy one, get one 50% off. And every Thursday is Boneless Thursday, where you'll get buy one, get one free on the delicious boneless wings. And have them spun in one of their 26 sauces and seasonings. Get them spicy, get them sweet, or get them plain. It's only at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. Price and participation may vary. See server for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other offers.
And Boyd County had 2 hits, 2 doubles there in the bottom half of the first. Both of them by the Goad sisters. And due up here in the top half of the second for Great Crossing, pitcher Molly Parker, designated player Sadie Parker, and second baseman Grayson Wright. Great Crossing threatened in the top half of the first, just couldn't get a run in. They left Mosley Franklin at second and Livingston at first. Parker, the left-handed pitcher, also bats from the left side, steps in. Corey sights and throws. Slapped into the right, or make that to the left side for a single by Molly Parker.
Caught that right off the end of the barrel, in between the gap between Henderson and Goad right there.
Now batting, number 14, Parker.
So again, Great Crossing gets the leadoff batter on here at the top of the second. They did so in the first inning as well. That brings up Sadie Parker, the designated player from the right side. First pitch fouled out of play. That's the first hit. Molly Parker's hit is the first hit of the afternoon for Great Crossing. Sadie Parker steps back in, down 0-1 right now. Corey's pitch taken to right field. Culp goes towards the line and makes the catch. Nice catch, Taylor Culp right there to get the out. If she doesn't make that catch, then it's going to be extra bases.
And Parker's probably scoring because there was nobody nearby to back up Cole. But great way to secure it because that ball was about to come out of the webbing of her glove right there.
That brings up the second baseman, Grayson Wright. She heads from the right side. And the first pitch down the middle of the plate for strike one. Pretty good matchup between these two teams here today. And the 0-1 pitch taken for strike two. Right on the season, she's only had 11 at-bats. So she's not had many at-bats here on the year. She's down 0-2 in the count. Pitch on the way low for ball one.
Another one of those eighth grader on eighth grader varsity actions that we're seeing right now.
1-2 the count now to Wright. Corey with the delivery. fouled off down towards the Boyd County dugout, down the third base line. Off that wall, and Savannah Henderson picks it up and gives it back to Corey. Count stays at 1-2. 1-2 pitch outside. And thrown down to first by May, but Parker back in safely. That brings the count to 2-2. And line drive into left field just outside the glove of Savannah Henderson. That was she hit that one pretty hard. That was a barrel.
There's a reason they call it a hot corner, and that was the reason why.
That moves Parker to second. Wright's on first. We only got one out here. Brooks Smith, the 9-hitter, and third baseman up now for Great Crossing. Ball taken for a ball. 1-0 the count now to Brooks Smith. Great Crossing for the second consecutive inning, threatening to score here. Into left field. Reagan Robbins has a beat on it. Nice job of getting under it and making the catch for out number 2.
Number 11, Mosley Franklin.
That brings Mosley Franklin back to the plate, the leadoff hitter. Reached on an error in the first inning. Left-hand side of the plate here. 2 down. And Corey delivers just a little bit inside for ball 1.
And I just love watching these slap hitters because being able to move your feet and hit the ball at the same time, that's skill.
Now she's going to try to bunt and misses. That evens the count now, 1-1.
And Boyd County was ready for it.
Yep. Mosley Franklin with the 1-1, hits it up the middle into center field. Stevens has it, throws to home, and it's off to the right side, and May can't get it, knocked loose to the wall. And Mosley Franklin will take second on that, while Wright goes to third. So that's a single for Mosley Franklin. And it ties the game up at 1-1. 2 outs here for Kylie Harrison, the left fielder. Second and third for Great Crossing. Ball popped up in the middle and caught by the pitcher, Corey, for the third out of the inning. But Great Crossing ties the game up 1-1. Back after this on the Boyd County Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99. Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
And due up for Boyd County here in the bottom half of the second inning, Emily Bush, the first baseman, catcher Kaylee May, and right fielder Taylor Culp. 1-1 ball game here. 2 hits that inning for Great Crossing to plate 1 run. Emily Bush to the plate for Boyd County. a sophomore. Catches some, plays some first base, hitting .419 on the year. Couple doubles to go along with that. Hits from the right side. And the delivery from the left-handed Parker taken by Bush for a called strike one. Bush steps out of the box. Now she'll get it back in. Down 0-1 is Bush. And a ball just a bit inside for ball two.
About caught the bat on the back end.
Count even now to 1-1. Bush calls timeout. Parker on the rubber waiting. Bush steps back in now. And here we go. And the 1-1 pitch outside for ball two. 2-1 now. Bush ahead in the count here. Bush hitting in the 6 hole here this evening. Third baseman in to take away any bunt. Ball three.
Both teams this afternoon have been playing that bunt scenario for the corners.
You see that a lot in softball, players playing in. You only got the 60 feet to get to the bases here, too.
Yeah, it's quick to get down that baseline. That is for sure.
And the 3-1 count. Bush hits it into right field for a single. Just drops in front of Markham. So Boyd County, with a runner on and nobody out, brings Kaylee May, the catcher, to the plate. May up in that box as well. Front foot about on that white line, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
And a changeup. May out in front of it. She goes down 0-1. Pretty good pitch by Parker right there. 0-1 count now to May. On the way from Parker. And taken for strike two. May down into count 0-2 here.
And she knows she let her pitch by her on that one.
0-2. See if she goes back to that changeup. Nope. Fastball outside for a ball. 1-2 now, the count to Kaylee May. 1-1 score here in the bottom of the second between Boyd County and Great Crossing. Parker. Low and outside for ball two. Counts even.
But that's the great thing about setting yourself up early as the pitcher. You're able to work around the plate and try to get them to bite. And that's hopefully we can do that here for Boyd County here in these later innings.
Nobody out here. And strike three taken by Kaylee May for the first out of the inning. Ball caught the outside corner for out number one.
Number 16, Taylor Culp.
That brings Taylor Culp up. The right field, she's a senior. First pitch taken for ball one. Threw that changeup on 0-0 there.
They've been attacking with a lot of off speed here lately, so this must be what she's comfortable with coming at our girls.
And the 0-1, or make that the 1-0 taken for a 1-1 count now.
We're used to seeing those high-speed fastball pitchers with the competition we've been playing, so this off-speed's kind of throwing us off a little bit.
1-1 on the play. Culp fouls it out of play down the right side. Makes the count now 1-2. Right fielder Markham shaded just a bit towards the right field line now. Culp down in the count 1-2. Here comes Parker with a delivery outside for ball 2. Evens the count.
And Culp, if she can get it into either one of those gaps out in the outfield, it's
open.
it's liable to do some damage.
2-2 count now for Culp. Grounds it back to the pitcher. Turns throws to second for 1. On to first for 2. It's a double play. And Great Crossing gets out of the inning for Boyd County. Oh, nope. Let's see what we got. No, they're saying okay. They're going to say that they did get her at second. So the double play ends the inning. Boyd County with no runs on 1 hit. 1-1 your score at the end of 2. Back after this on the Boyd County Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go. Which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery, tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Big news! Buffalo Wild Wings has great wing deals for you all week long. Come in every Tuesday for Wing Tuesdays. Grab the crew and come in for traditional wings, buy one, get one 50% off. And every Thursday is Boneless Thursday, where you'll get buy one, get one free on the delicious boneless wings. And have them spun in one of their 26 sauces and seasonings. Get them spicy, get them sweet, or get them plain. It's only at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. Price and participation may vary. See server for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other offers.
And welcome back here in Boyd County after 2. The Lions and the Great Crossing Eagles or Warhawks are tied 1-1 as we have Markham, Livingston, and Collins up for Great Crossing. Markham last time up flew out to the third baseman in foul territory. As Corey delivers ball 1 of the at-bat. And getting set up, delivers. And a base hit down the third base line to the fence as Markham gets a stand-up double as Robbins gets it into J.C. Goad.
Extra bases there on the 1-0 count. Was able to turn on the fastball. Runner at second, nobody out for Great Crossing. Livingston to the plate. Fouled off down the left side. It's 0-1.
Last time up, she was able to draw a walk.
Both teams here with, 4 hits for Great Crossing, now 3 for Boyd County. Ground ball off of Henderson's glove and goes into foul territory. It's a fair ball. That's going to enable Markham to advance to third base, and Livingston ends up at first.
Now batting number 3, Collins.
Did you rule that an error, Delmer? Ruled an error by the official scorer up here. Ain't gonna fight with Delmer.
Oh, not today.
First and third, nobody out. Collins to the plate. Squeeze play, and it's a fair ball. Bush throws to first for the out, and then trying to go first to third is Livingston, and she's thrown out.
Which I was expecting Bush to let that ball roll foul because it was heading that
You end up with
direction.
a double play, give up the run.
Gave up the run, but got a double play, so
Clears
I'll
the
take
bases. Yep. On a 1 to 4 to 5 double play, or make that a 3 to 4 to 5. I don't know why I said 1. Brings the pitcher Molly Parker up, ball one.
Parker last time up singled and scored a run.
And the ball outside and low for ball two. 2-0 now for Molly Parker. Pitcher against pitcher here. Corey throwing for Boyd County. Parker at the plate for Great Crossing. Change up taken for strike one. Makes a 2-1 to count. 2 outs here in the inning. Top half of the third. 2-1 Great Crossing, their first lead here of the afternoon. Corey with the delivery outside for ball three. And the 3-1 delivery from Corey on the way. Swung on. Hit into center field. Over top of Stevens to the fence. And Parker with a stand-up double at second base.
Now batting number 14, Barkley.
Still 2 outs here in the inning. Brings Sadie Parker up to the plate. She flied out to Taylor Culp last time up in right field. Pitch taken inside for ball one. That's the second hit of the inning now for Great Crossing. And the 1-0 taken for ball two. 2-0 count now to Sadie Parker, the designated player.
Coach, we had to learn a little bit about that this week.
We did. And the 2-0 on the way, taken outside and low, ball three. 3-0 count now. Sadie Parker. And the 3-0 taken for ball four. Brings up the 8-hole hitter, second baseman, Grayson Wright, who singled her first time to the plate.
She hit a rocket right up the gap in between JC and Savannah that last time up.
2 on and 2 out here for Great Crossing. First pitch taken down the middle for strike one. Good job of getting ahead now by Corey. And the 0-1 on the way. Taken for ball one. Didn't miss by much.
And I'm catching myself watching this live stream more than I am the actual game with the setup that Jeff Irwin's got set up here.
And that pitch taken for strike two. Corey ahead now in the count, 1-2 to Wright. And the 1-2 delivery on the way. Slow dribbler back to Corey at the mound. She fields it and throws right out at first base. And that'll end the inning. But Great Crossing takes the lead for the first time tonight. 1 run on 2 hits here in the inning. 2-1 as we enter the bottom of the third. Back after this on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go. Which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Pick six for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick six, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Davis so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick six meal for two for $19.99. Pick six for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick six.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick six meal for two for $19.99.
2-1 your score here as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. Up for Boyd County, Reagan Robbins. Then back at the top in Jaden Goad and Savannah Henderson.
Now batting.
Be Robbins' first bat of the afternoon. Hitting .297 on the year. Had some pop in her bat. Pitch one taken outside for ball one. And Robbins can run too.
Robbins on the year with 3 home runs.
Hits from the right side. And the left-handed Parker with ball two here. Pitch taken up by Robbins.
And, Coach, it's always nice at the bottom of your lineup to have a kid with this much pop in their bat.
Yes.
It's almost as if you have a second leadoff hitter.
And now it's a 3-0 count to Robbins. Pitch taken up high. Be big for Boyd County here to get the leadoff hitter on the base to start the inning. And the 3-0 pitch taken for strike one. Robbins taking all the way on that one. Bottom of the third here, 2-1. Great crossing on top of Boyd County. And the 3-1 high for ball four. So Robbins reaches on a walk. That rolls the lineup over.
Now batting for Lady Lions.
Jaden Goad now.
Go.
Back to the plate.
Robbins has 6 steal attempts on the season, and she's successful in all 6, so wouldn't be surprised to see her moving here.
Goad singled and scored for the lone Boyd County run back in the first inning. Pitch number one taken outside for a ball one. Goad steps back into the box now. Bunts it down tries to get it down the third baseline, but foul. That evens up the count now at 1-1. Not a bad idea. She'd put it down. She's going to get a hit out of that one. How was the ice cream?
Oh, that ice
It's
cream
50-degree day.
Any day of the week I can have some ice
There
cream.
goes Robbins on the steal. She swipes second base. The pitch taken, a ball by Goad outside.
I was just about to say, if you look over at Robbins right before that ice cream question, she looks like she's ready to go because she was locked and loaded there at first base. As she gets her 7th stolen base of the season.
2-1 the count now. Make it 3-1 outside to Goad. Hitters count here for Goad 3-1. Single probably scores Robbins.
Anything out of the infield definitely is scoring her with her speed.
3-1 on the way, inside for ball four. First and second now for Boyd County. Nobody out. That brings up the University of Kentucky commit, Savannah Henderson, the junior who plays third base for the Lady Lions. Hit one over top of the scoreboard in that Ashland game. Henderson steps in with nobody out. First two batters of the inning for Boyd County have reached by walk. First pitch, Henderson fisted into right field. It's going to fall for a hit. Robbins has had to hold up. Now they're going to try to score, and she's going to score. Ball gets away from the cutoff and fielded by the third baseman. But that's going to tie the ball game up as Robbins scores from second. Goad now at third base. Henderson with the base hit, her first of the night. She's at first, and it's a 2-2 ball game. She fisted that one. Robbins had to hold up, and it just fell in front of the right fielder, Markham. Then she had a little bit of trouble fielding the ball, which allowed Robbins to score from second.
Well, and all that hesitation, it caused some delay because Savannah, she seen what was happening in right field, but Jaden had no idea. So she got a little bit of held up at second base, and so Reagan got stuck at first base while she was looking to go
Well,
to.
and the right fielder Markham had to come in on the ball, so Goad at first base couldn't get too far off because if you catch it, you're doubled off.
No,
And it just short hopped Markham in right field. She almost got to it.
Well, and the rule of the game, you never want to make the first out at third base either.
And a 2-2 game here sends J.C. Goad to the plate.
Especially with J.C. Goad coming up to the plate with no outs.
Henderson at first, Jaden Goad at third. Nobody out here. And Henderson goes, and the back pick at third base gets Goad. Goad back picked at third base by the catcher, Collins. Henderson gets the swipe at second, but Goad picked off at third for the first out of the inning.
And Goad looked like she got tripped up on something there on her dive back.
A hit here, though, will score Henderson. And the pitch taken for ball two. 2-0 count now to J.C. Goad. She doubled back in the first inning in her first at bat. Got Brooke Jacobs waiting in the on-deck circle for the Lady Lions. And the 2-0 pitch from Parker on the way. Check swing into the hole at short. Fielded by the shortstop. No throw on it from Livingston. That's an infield hit for J.C. Goad. Where the ball was hit, though, Henderson couldn't advance to third base. Check swing single for the second hit of the night for Goad. That brings Brooke Jacobs up to the plate. Came in today hitting .367 on the year.
Jacobs last time up grounded out to first base.
Got some power, too. Foul ball, right side. Diving attempt there by Dinsley. She just couldn't get to it. Short hopped it. Puts Parker ahead in the count now. 0-1. Brooke can get a good swing on this. I like her chances.
Oh, yes. Especially, like I said earlier, they're giving us so much room in between our outfielders. We can get it in those gaps. We can do some damage.
Change up high there to even the count at 1-1. 2-2 your score. Bottom half of the third inning. Boyd County at Great Crossing. Tri-State Softball Showcase. Hit up the middle. Here comes Henderson around second. Bobbled by the center fielder Mosley Franklin. And Henderson will score. And that gives Boyd County the lead back at 3-2. First hit of the night for Brooke Jacobs. That brings up Grace Stevens to the plate. She popped out to the second baseman right the last time up. Boyd County still threatening here, only one out. Squares to bunt, ball taken, or pitch taken for a ball. So that puts Stevens up in the count at 1-0. Stevens, the speedy center fielder. Timeout as Collins goes out to talk to Parker at the mound.
I'm just trying to get her calmed down and get nerves relaxed to
Well,
get us out of this situation.
And the inning started with 2 walks.
Yeah, and
One of them scored.
one is scored, and we got one of them out, but now we still have 2 runners left on base for Great Crossing.
Stevens squares the bunt, takes the pitch for a strike, but Gode's going to swipe third on it. Jacobs follows to second, so the Lady Lions now with 2 runners in scoring position and a 1-1 count. See if Great Crossing's going to bring the infield in here. Third baseman and first baseman are going to play in. Short and second, not so much.
And Stevens, she's a speedster, so wouldn't be surprised to see.
And ball taken outside.
Some small ball right here by Coach Caesar.
2-1 your count. Stevens steps back in. Chance to give her club a couple more runs here. Fouls this one off. Evens the count now 2-2. Grace having a good year. And she can cover some ground in center field.
She showed me one of her highlight plays the other night of her beating out a throw to first base, and I asked her, where was that during cross-country season?
Dribbler just in front of the mound, and it's going to be an infield hit. No one was able to advance in between the pitcher's mound and home plate. That's going to load the bases now for Boyd County with 1 out.
Emily Bush.
That's the 3rd hit of the inning for the Lady Lions. Sends Emily Bush to the plate with 1 out. A chance to do some damage. Now Great Crossing's going to bring the infield in. First pitch to Bush, taken low for ball 1. Looked to me like maybe a changeup on that.
Looked to be some off speed. As Bush last time up was able to single, but got wrapped up into that double play.
And she takes the second pitch for ball 2. 2-0 the count now to Bush. And a real hitter's count here right now, 2-0. Bases loaded, nowhere to put her. 3-2 Boyd County on top. Here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Parker with the 2-0. Taken down Broadway by Bush for strike 1. Two-one count now to Emily Bush. Kaylee May waiting on deck. Bush fouls it out of play. That brings count even at 2-2. Lady Lions a chance to create some space here in the score with a hit or two. Bush steps back into the box now with the count even. Takes ball 3, goes back to the backstop, and Goat is going to score.
As she takes that ball off the face mask.
And it bounces out of the pitcher's mound, but backed up by the second baseman Wright. That advances Jacobs to third. And
Stevens
to second. Full count here for Bush.
Base hit, ball 4.
4-2 now. Boyd County on top. Parker's full count on the way. Nice hit down the right field line, just over top of the first base bag by Bush. That'll score 2 runs as Jacob scores and Stevens comes to score from second base.
And that was a hot shot right down the line and got a nice little bounce right there on the first base bag right there.
Couldn't tell if it bounced across it or bounced off of it, but either way, it was a fair ball. Brings Kaylee May to the plate in a 6-2 ball game. 5 runs here in the inning so far for Boyd County. Only 1 out. May takes strike 1. May with a strikeout looking back in the second inning. Parker's 0-1 on the way, strike 2. As May swung through it. Kaylee May now down 0-2. With 1 out and Bush on first. 6-2 Boyd County here in the bottom half of the third. Pitch outside for ball 1. Trying to see if she would chase right there, and she didn't do it. Stayed disciplined.
Well, and usually your catchers are some of the best disciplined batters.
And May, she fouls off the 1-2 delivery. May only a freshman as well.
And been thrown around in different positions here this season as well.
Yep, she's caught and played first. Or at least that I know of. And the 1-2 on the way outside evens the count up now at 2-2. May set for the 2-2 count here. Parker onto the rubber. Here comes the pitch. Taken for ball 3. We got a full count now to Kaylee May.
I wonder if we see any little misdirection over here at first base trying to get into our pitcher's head.
Here comes the pitch, ball 4. May reaches on a walk.
Now batting.
That pushes
Taylor.
Bush to second base. And we're going to have a pitching change here. We're going to have some kind of change as Coach Murphy comes down to talk to the home plate umpire. See what we got here. Courtesy runner
Kara Long.
For the catcher, Kaylee May. Let's see what we got with the changes here. Can't quite see who's getting ready to pitch. Can't see the number yet.
42.
42 is what it looks like. Which is
Harrison.
The left fielder, Harrison. She comes in to pitch. And Parker is going to go into the outfield. I don't know if she's going to go to left field. They've got the center fielder and right fielder meeting out at center field, and that's where Parker runs to. So she's going to play somewhere in the outfield. Harrison, a right-hander.
8th appearance of the season. 6 1/3 innings pitched. With a 14.37 ERA on the season. So
Boyd County a chance to do some more damage here. Up 6-2 in the bottom half of the third. They've had a 5-run inning up to this point.
Right now we should be able to capitalize because she's coming in no warm-up. Been sitting out there in the outfield. It's a fairly chilly day today. So the Lady Lions should be able to capitalize on a cold arm.
And that's going to bring up Taylor Culp, the right fielder. She hit into a 1-6-3 double play to end the second inning. She'll be the 9th hitter of the inning for Boyd County as Robbins led it off with a walk. Boyd County with 4 hits here in the inning. They've walked twice. Make that the 5th hit of the inning. Culp steps in, 0 of 1 on the afternoon. Harrison now your pitcher. That's it. Parker out to left field. Harrison, the right-hander, with the pitch. Ball 1 taken low by Culp. Here comes the 1-0 from Harrison. Culp swinging, fouls it off down the right side, out of play. Evens the count up now to 1-1.
And I feel bad for whoever parked their Toyota out over there.
Did get it?
Oh, yeah.
Runners on first and second now for Boyd County. Bush on at second. Long, the courtesy runner at first. The 1-1 pitch taken inside by Culp for ball 2. Well, if you can see which car it got, I know it's not mine because you can't see mine.
I'll say I parked right behind you because
Okay.
I knew that was
if they
the
hit
distance.
where we're at, then it's then we got some problems. And Culp takes ball 3. Bush on the dirt ball gets the third, followed by Long to second. Base hit now. Could score 2. It's been a long bottom half of the third inning. If you're Great Crossing, Coach Murphy now wanting a word with the home plate umpires. He's going to make some more changes.
I think he's trying to get interference with.
Well, you may be right. Now the 2 umpires are going to confer here.
Because as Culp was stepping out of the box, that ball was right in her general vicinity.
See what we've got here. You like the fact the 2 umpires are getting together to confer. The play's going to stand.
And there was nothing intentional there by Taylor Culp. She was just doing her regular
But
routine.
Intentional or not,
That is
doesn't
true.
matter.
That is right. And as soon as she realized she was in the play, she she froze and didn't move until it was over.
3-1 to Culp. Here comes the pitch inside for ball 4.
The 4th walk of the inning.
So the Lady Lions have batted around here in the inning. Robbins, who led it off, back to the plate.
Well, and here's the crazy thing, Coach. Everybody got on base, too.
And she walked to start the inning. The one out was on a back pick at third base. Harrison with the 0-0, taken by Robbins for strike 1. Chance to really blow it open here with some good at-bats. Lady Lions trail at 2-1 coming into the inning. Now they're up 6-2. Pitch taken inside by Robbins. Evens the count up now at 1-1.
Well, and this type of scenario really shows the type of team you have. Are we going to keep our foot on the pedal and finish the game, or are we going to sit back, relax, and potentially let them come back in?
Well, they've done a good job at putting balls in play here in this inning. Pitch taken inside and hits Robbins. Bush is going to score. Long goes to third. Culp goes to second.
Now batting, number 17, Jaden.
And to first base is Robbins on the hit by pitch. Coach Murphy, Daniel Murphy, now taking Harrison out of the ball game. She'll come over to the dugout. And can you see that number going in, Coach?
I do not.
These green numbers run together.
Oh,
at
they're
least to me.
small, too.
Yep.
Let's see. We
Is that
have
26 maybe?
yes, that is 26. Thank you, Jeff Irwin.
Okay, so the flex player,
Amelia
Dinsley,
Dinsley.
who was at first base, is coming in to pitch. And then who's that putting at first base?
That is number 4. Let's see. Hold on.
Can't
8.
t- 8. Okay. Which is Jacqueline Hudnall as Harrison goes out. Seven to 2 your score. Boyd County leads it over Great Crossing here. So far, a 6-run inning for the Lady Lions here in the bottom half of the third. Still just one out, and the bases loaded.
Top of the lineup, too.
And the top of the lineup in Jaden Goad, who has doubled and walked on the afternoon. Well, they're getting some new cards out there, too, changing, thinking that Boyd County may be getting on something right there. They're giving the infielders some new cards here for the pitchers, or for the pitcher. And so everybody knows what pitch they're going to be throwing.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing I hate about the wristbands is that if you don't have a bunch of different scenarios built into it, you can get your signs caught
And you
up
generally
fairly quick.
do, but this has been a long inning.
Yes, it has.
Go to the line, or to the line, to the plate.
Stewart down there is trying to get everything figured out on his end of the book.
Then we're in trouble. A lot of trouble.
Yes. I don't know who gave him that job, but old Lance.
Goad, the left-handed hitter, steps in, takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Dinsley with a little bit of velo, it looks like. High for ball 2. Good count here for Jaden Goad. Another freshman. And the 2-0 delivery to Goad.
Oh, right in the gap.
Into right field for a single.
Oh, and the right fielder
will score.
Has difficulty with the ball, and ooh, man.
And Long will score. Had trouble fielding the base or the softball. First to third is Robbins.
As Livingston took the ball off the face, coming in from Markham's throw in right field.
Goad with her second hit of the afternoon. Makes it a 9-2 ball game, Boyd County. So Goad on at first. Over at third is Robbins. Henderson to the plate. Henderson 1 of 2 on the evening. And here comes the pitch. Goad running, and she'll get it standing up. Swipe at second base. Second, third now for Boyd County. Henderson ahead in the count 1-0. Dinsley with the 1-0. Taken by Henderson for ball 2. An 8-run inning so far for Boyd County. Still only 1 out. You love it when you're on the right side of these innings, but you not so much when you're on the wrong side.
I've been both ways, and you're not wrong.
Yeah. And the 2-0 taken for strike 1 on the outside part of the plate.
You know, for Boyd County, it's a great momentum and confidence builder for our girls, and that's exactly.
And 3-1 now as that ball misses outside from Dinsley.
That's exactly what Coach Lance Caesar wants to see against a challenging opponent in Great crossing.
And you're wanting to hit your stride now. You know, you're just a couple of weeks away from postseason.
Even though it doesn't even seem like the season's even started or been going on that long.
Henderson with the fly ball to right field. Foul ball out of play, or not out of play, but Markham can't get to it. That makes it a full count now for Henderson. You know, you like to say first base is open, but at a 9-2 ball game, you don't want to give any more free bases.
Well, and then to put up Boyd County's all-time home
Yeah.
run leader at the plate.
Henderson steps in with a 3-2 count. Dinsley with the delivery outside for ball 4.
Well, it doesn't matter. Either way, they're
Yep.
going to get it.
They're going to get it. That loads the bases for J.C. Goad. Nowhere to put her.
Bases juice. Number 11, JC. Go.
See if we can get a baseball score from across the road.
That's the 6th batter that's been put on, whether it be a walk or hit by a pitch this inning.
And first pitch taken outside, ball 1 by J.C. Goad.
We'll say our Area 7 track meet wrapped up about an hour ago.
Goad fouls the 0-1 off. That evens the count now, 1-1. She had a good swing at that, just fouled it off. One on the way. Taken down low for ball 2. And you know, you got the 8th grader, Corey. It's been in the dugout for a while. Wolf County beat Cub Cath over in the first game of the Derby Classic 9-5.
Boyd
Ball
County's first
outside.
game tonight, 6 o'clock.
Boyd County plays Lexington Catholic 6 o'clock tonight over there. Won't be on the air. The softball game, the second Boyd County softball game will be on the air here as the Lady Lions will take on. It's a nice catch in right field by Markham. It's going to end up a sacrifice fly, though, for Goad. As Robbins scores, Jason Goad tags up from second base. Henderson advances
Jacob.
to first base, or to second base from first. That's out number 2 of the inning. Brooke Jacobs up to the plate. Thanks to Boyd County head baseball coach Frank Conley for giving me that info. Seems like I know him.
It seems like both of us seen quite a bit.
Jacobs, 1 of 2 on the afternoon. Ahead in the count, 1-0. Ball outside, 2-0 now to Jacobs. 10-2 Boyd County. Bottom half of the third inning. Greg Preston and Ian Wilburn, glad to have you along. 6 o'clock softball game tonight. Boyd County and Notre Dame. Pete Fraley will have that one for you. Make sure you tune in to that one. Jacobs takes ball 3 outside. Grace Stevens waiting on deck. Earlier here in the inning, she singled. Jacobs ahead of the count, 3-0. She gets the green light, swings through it, and it's 3-1. I like that call by Lance Caesar of letting her swing away. Just wasn't the pitch she wanted.
She wanted it, but
You know what I'm
she was
saying.
trying to end it.
It wasn't that best swing, no swing thing. And there's strike two. Ball down. Full count now, 2 outs. Brooke Jacobs. Wonder if we see the same thing again here. And Jacobs fouls this one off down the third base side, goes into the outfield. Count remains full. Tell you what, Jacobs gets the barrel on the ball. She has potential to hit it a long way. I've seen her do it before.
I'd like to see her hit it that pickup truck with the tailgate down.
Fouls this one off. That's a tough pitch to handle right there. Really good job of just staying alive. Full count. Delivery on the way. Jacobs takes it high for ball 4. That loads the bases now.
Bases loaded for number 3.
That's
For
what
Grace Stevens.
As my travel ball coach would say, ducks are on the pond.
Ducks are on the pond. Stevens, her second at bat of this inning as well. Ball 1. She's the 14th batter of the inning. It's been a long inning for Great Crossing. Stevens ahead in the count now at 1-0. Foul ball, third base line. Stopped by third base coach Lance Caesar.
Shown he still has it.
Count even now to Grace Stevens at 1-1. Fouled off again. Tell you what, Densley's finding the groove there from the mound. Head in the count now, 1-2 is Densley. She's put in a tough spot coming in relief.
But responding well.
Yep, she has.
Been put into a tough situation and is battling her way out.
And strike Stevens out to end the inning. So for Boyd County, 9 runs in the inning to take a 10-2 lead. Back after this on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go. Which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery, tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Big news! Buffalo Wild Wings has great wing deals for you all week long. Come in every Tuesday for Wing Tuesdays. Grab the crew and come in for traditional wings, buy one, get one 50% off. And every Thursday is Boneless Thursday, where you'll get buy one, get one free on the delicious boneless wings. And have them spun in one of their 26 sauces and seasonings. Get them spicy, get them sweet, or get them plain. It's only at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. Price and participation may vary. See server for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other offers.
10-2, Boyd County leads it as we start the top half of the 4th inning. Up for Great Crossing will be third baseman Brooke Smith. She'll be followed by the center fielder Mosley Franklin, who's the leadoff hitter, and then Hudnall, the pitcher. I said Densley a minute ago. It's Hudnall, isn't it?
Yes.
The 8th grader Corey still on the mound for Boyd County. First pitch fouled out of play down the right side by Smith. Corey gets ahead to 0-1. Got a sizable lead here. She just needs to pump some strikes.
Just got to trust the girls behind her because they're going to make the plays.
Yep, you've got a really good defense. Corey with the 0-1 on the way inside for ball 2, or make that 1-1. Over at the baseball field, 3:45 to start of the second game, Covcath and Lexcath, which ought to be a good one. Hit down the left field line, just foul by Smith.
Those are two premier, not just baseball programs, but athletic programs
Athletic
here
programs.
in the state.
Yep, no doubt about that. I'm going to guess that Wolfe County threw the Wisman kid today. The 1-2 on the way. It's a shot into the 6-hole for a hit. To start off the fourth inning for Greg Crossing. That gets Greg Crossing back to the top of the lineup in Mosley Franklin. Lance Caesar, Boyd County head coach, going to come out for a mound visit here to talk to the 8th grader. Smith barreled that one up.
Oh, yeah. She's one of those that it's kind of like our Reagan Robbins. You have a solid 9-hole hitter to establish yourself and have somebody on for the top of your lineup whenever it comes around.
Mosley Franklin is 1 of 2 on the afternoon. She reached on an error in the first inning. In the second inning, she singled. This will be her third at bat here, and we're in the fourth inning. From the left-handed side of the plate. Take strike one. Smith looked like she was going to go on that, but didn't. 0-1 now to Mosley Franklin. Corey's pitch outside evens the count up now at 1-1. You know, she sat in the dugout for a while. I couldn't see from my view whether she was able to go throw any or not, so I don't know.
I was looking over there periodically, and I didn't see any movement over
Slap
there.
into left field. Nice job by Robbins to come in and get it, then trying to throw behind and get the runner Smith at first, but wasn't able to do so. But that's the first out of the inning on a nice play by Reagan Robbins out in left field. They were playing her shallow.
Yeah, and that's a heads-up play right there by Reagan Robbins.
That brings up Hudnall, her first at bat of the afternoon. She's on the mound now for Great Crossing. (10-2) your score. Boyd County on top in the top of the fourth inning. Taken for a ball. It's a 2-0 count now for Hudnall, the Great Crossing pitcher. Corey steps back onto the mound, and here we go. The 2-0 hit into shallow center field. Stevens comes under it and makes the play for out number 2. Which brings up Markham, the right fielder. She doubled her last at bat and scored.
Looks like this is going to be Taylor Gorbett.
Pinch hitter. Glad you caught that one because I didn't.
Well, I only caught that because I'm watching the live stream and seeing the name pop up, and I was like, that name didn't match what he just said.
Taylor Gorbett takes ball 1 and evens the count up. Jeff Irwin saved us on that one, didn't he?
More than once today.
1-1 on the way in the dirt. May picks it up, tries to throw to second as Smith was able to swipe it on the dirt ball. Makes the count now 2-1 to Gorbett. 3-1. Gets by May, goes to the backstop, and Smith advances to third. Two outs here. 3-0 count to Gorbett. Corey with the delivery, and it's taken for strike one.
She was ready to take her walk down to first base after that one, too.
Yes, she was. Corey with the 3-2 swung on. Stevens has to go back on it, and it's off the base of the wall. And Gorbett's going to end up with a stand-up double. She just missed a homer on that one. Smith scores to make it a 10-3 ball game. Not bad for a pinch hitter, huh?
No, not at all. And that, for Great Crossing, that's what you want to see to bring some life back into your dugout.
That brings up pinch hitter. That brings up shortstop Livingston. Livingston hits it into the hole into left field. Gorbett advances to third. And the single by Livingston, her first hit of the day, brings up a first and third situation now as Ava Collins comes to the plate. The catcher does. She's 0-2 on the afternoon. She's fly out to center and hit into a double play. First pitch taken for a ball. 10-3, Boyd County on top of Great Crossing. Corey looks over and gets the pitch from the Boyd County dugout. Outside for ball two. Your count now to Collins. Make it 3-0 as this ball's inside. Alumni Day over at the baseball field, too.
Commemorating three different teams.
Different classes. And the 3-0 high, nope. Going to call it for a strike. 3-1.
Also, one of those teams being the 2001 state championship team, correct?
That is correct.
Because it's how many, 25 years?
Yes. Fouled off down the right side, out of play. Brings the count full. First and third here for Great Crossing. And 2 out. Livingston at first base. Gorbett at third base. Here comes the full count pitch taken for ball 4. Collins reaches on the walk. That loads the bases now for Great Crossing. Brings Molly Parker, who is now in left field, up to the plate.
Now batting number 1, Parker.
She's 2 for 2 today. She's singled and doubled. Hits from the left side. See if the Lady Lions can get out of this with nothing else. Corey with the pitch inside. Ball 1.
And this right here is what will show what the Lady Lions' identity is and who we want to be going into this postseason.
And the 1-0 inside makes it 2-0. May thought about throwing down behind the runner there at third base and then thought differently. Make that Sadie Parker waiting on deck. Molly Parker takes the 2-0 down Broadway for strike 1, makes it 2-1. And the 2-1 taken for ball 3.
As Savannah Henderson goes in and talks to the eighth
To
grader.
the youngster. Nowhere to put Parker.
Well, and she's just letting her know, hey, you just got to get one more.
And pitch on the way, ball 4. That walks in a run. Gorbit scores after her double. Livingston moves to third, Collins to second, and Molly Parker with the walk goes to first. It brings up Sadie Parker to the plate. Parker, the designated player. Two runs so far this inning for Great Crossing. Corey, first pitch is inside for ball 1. Gut check time here for Corey. Tell you what, it's a great experience for her.
Yes, this is. Kaylee May didn't realize that she caught the ball. She was looking, trying to figure out where it was. But this is a great experience for her. Doesn't have a crazy amount of pressure on her, but still enough to execute and get the job done.
2-0 your count, make it 2-1. Outside part of the plate. Two down, bases loaded.
We do see some action going on in the Lady Lions bullpen.
Ball fouled off by Sadie Parker down the third base line. Evens the count now at 2-2. Can't see who it is, though, because the roof of the dugout, the way it's angled here.
I'll see if I can use my height to my advantage.
And a 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed by Sadie Parker. And that'll end the inning. But Great Crossing gets 2 of them back. We're in the middle of the 4th. 10-4 Boyd County. Back after this on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go. Which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99. Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
And we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. Boyd County on top of Great Crossing here in this softball game, 10-4. Boyd County had a big 3rd inning, 9 runs to take the lead, take a sizable lead. Great Crossing got 2 of them back there in the top of the 4th. So for Boyd County, it'll be Emily Bush to lead things off, followed by Kaylee May and Taylor Culp.
But, you know, for the situation that the Lady Lions had gotten themselves into to only end up with Great Crossing scoring 2 runs, I'll take that.
You will, because there was a chance they could have gotten more.
Yes.
Good job of pitching out of it by the young Corey. Emily Bush to the plate for Boyd County, 1 out of 1 on the evening. 2 singles. She scored a run.
And I have her down for 3 RBIs for the day.
And Change in the lineup here for Great Crossing. Looks like Molly Parker back onto the mound, the left-hander. She is. 2-0 your count. My book's going to look really bad.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the official bookkeeper.
That's Delmer.
Yeah.
No, it's Stewart, which is scary.
We've seen that during basketball season, so we already know what we're
And the
getting.
2-0 on the way, taken for ball 3. .3-0 now to Emily Bush, the first baseman this afternoon for the Lady Lions. And takes this pitch for a strike. 3-1 now. Bottom of the 4th inning, 10-4 Boyd County. And the 3-1 outside for ball 4.
She's having herself a day.
Been on base all 3 times.
Now batting, number 10.
That brings up Kaylee May, who walked her last at bat, struck out in the 2nd inning. Lady Lions done a good job of minimizing the strikeouts. Strike 1 now to May. Good pitch there from Parker.
Yep.
On the outside corner. Boyd County's only struck out twice today. You do that, you're giving yourself a pretty good chance. May fouls this one off.
And the thing I like, only one of those is they watched that strike 3 call.
Yep.
So the bats are alive and we're swinging.
0-2 now to May. Don't forget 6 o'clock. The Lady Lions back in action again. Pete Fraley will have it as they take on Notre Dame here in the Tri-State Softball Showcase. 0-2 to May on the way, taken high for ball 1. Makes count of 1-2 now. May, a multi-sport athlete, plays basketball also for Kim Groves.
Many of these girls on this team are multi-sport athletes, whether it be basketball with Kim Groves, soccer with Olivia Pennington, or cross country with Rebecca Cheney.
And it's 2-2 is the pitch up high. Bush at first, nobody out. 2-2 count to May. Up the middle, it's hit
Right
into
that
the
gap.
gap. Here comes Bush. She's rounding third. May at second. They're going to hold her there. Bush is going to score all the way from first base on a double by Kaylee May. Once the center fielder Mosley Franklin made a dive for it and couldn't come up with it, you knew it was trouble for Great Crossing.
Yes, and
That was a good effort, though.
yeah, I mean, she was trying to stop the ball,
Yep.
doing everything she could as Kiera Long comes in to pinch run.
That was a hard hit ball, too.
It was. And battling down in a 1-2 count right there.
Taylor Culp, the senior, steps in now. She scored a run tonight. Takes the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1.
Walked that last at bat, one of those 6 walks that occurred in that previous inning.
Reagan Robbins on deck. And taken inside for ball 2.
Got some chin music up in
Yep,
there.
she did. 11-4 Boyd County. Trying to answer those 2 that Great Crossing put on the board in the top half of the 4th here. Got a chance to do it. And the 2-0 taken for strike 1 by Culp. Two-one count now to Taylor Culp, the right fielder. Swings, fouls it off down the right side, out of play. Makes count even at 2-2.
Caught that right off the end of the bat, and you could tell right at contact that it wasn't going to go where you wanted it.
Parker back on the mound now for Great Crossing. His ball in the dirt for ball 3. Culp with a full count here. And the pitch taken by Culp outside for ball 4. Puts runners on first and second for Boyd County with Reagan Robbins coming to the plate. She's walked twice tonight.
24, Reagan Robin.
One of them's actually hit by pitch, wasn't it?
Yes. Last time she got hit by a pitch. Well, I would say last time it was the same inning, so she walked and hit by a pitch in the same inning. So
that is unique. Squares the bunt, gets it down. Nice play by Parker to get off the mound and throw Robbins out at first base, but that puts 2 runners in scoring position. As Long goes to third, Culp goes to second on the sacrifice bunt.
Now batting, number 17.
By Robbins.
Go.
Tell you what, Parker did a really good job of getting off the mound.
yes,
That wasn't a bad bunt at all by Robbins. I know it's sacrifice, but it was.
She made
she
a
had a
play.
chance to get a hit out of it.
and that girl covering first base, she
Goad up the middle, and it's going to fall. 1 run scores. Culp trying to score from second, and the ball's cut off, and she will. So, 2 RBIs for Jaden Goad on the single up the middle.
4 on the day.
Batting, number 4, Savannah Henderson.
13-4 now, Boyd County. Henderson to the plate. 1 out of 2 with a walk this afternoon. Here comes the pitch taken on the outside corner for a called strike. The 0-1 on the way. Strike 2 and a steal by Goad. I tell you what, she was thrown out. She was thrown out, and Livingston couldn't hang on to the ball once the foot came through.
Yep, she slid right into that glove, and it popped that ball right out of the webbing.
That puts Goad into scoring position. Henderson, a good one up there with a runner in scoring position. The Lady Lions have plated 3 here in the inning. Hits one to center field. Is that going to be out of here? It is. Straight away center field. Savannah Henderson will touch them all. A 2-run homer for Savannah Henderson. That went out over the 210 side and
That was just
didn't feel like she got all of it.
No, that was just a line
Yep.
drive. We couldn't even tell if it was a home run until the ball landed.
Nice job there by Savannah Henderson with the home run to straightaway center field. That makes score 15-4. Bottom of 4. Yep.
Let's see.
Pitcher
here.
wants a different ball, doesn't she?
Yeah. Let's see here for Savannah. That
Last ball didn't come back.
That is home run number 3 for her this season.
Now batting, number 11.
12th hit of the night for the Lady Lions. Offensively, they put the ball in play, no doubt.
Well, whenever you
JC
take a look at this lineup, I mean, almost every single one of these girls are hitting 300 or higher.
JC Go to the plate, takes ball 1. And this one hits the outside corner for strike one. Evens the count up now at 1-1. Lady Lions with 2 big innings. Third inning, they scored 9, and they've got 5 and only 1 out here in the fourth.
And if you're Coach Lance Caesars, you're
Pitch
happy
inside.
you're happy with how the girls are responding right
Yep,
now.
you really are.
Between last night and today, the bats have become alive.
2-1 now to Goad. Yeah, it's 29 runs between the 2 nights so far. And the 2-1 taken for strike 2. It evens the count up now. And the senior shortstop steps back into the box. Excited to see her playing Marshall next year. Hit down to third base, fielded and thrown across by Smith for out number 2. Brings up Brooke Jacobs,
Now batting.
the designated player.
Jacobs.
Yeah, I was teasing JC earlier this year of I need to get your autograph now before you start charging the big bucks for it.
Jacobs with a nice shot down the left field line. Cut off and thrown back in. Is that Harrison back out into left field? I do believe.
That's what it looks like.
Now batting. Number 3.
13th hit of the game now for Boyd County. Grace Stevens to the plate. Fouls it off the screen over near the Boyd County dugout.
9th batter for Boyd County this inning as well.
Grace 1 of 3 at the plate on the afternoon. Lights are already on over at the Larry.
They were on at 1 o'clock whenever I was over there at the track meet.
Swung on and missed for strike 2. Thought you was going to say they're on at 1 this past morning, which wouldn't surprise me either. We have to turn them off on time.
I would say with the dedication that you all have out there for the field, it wouldn't have been surprising.
Stevens back up the middle for a hit. Jacobs advances to second. And Emily Bush, who led the inning off, is back up to the plate. Tenth hitter of the inning now. Boyd County scored 5 times here in the bottom half of the fourth. Bush, ground ball to second base, knocked around, picked back up, and thrown out by Wright, and that's going to end the inning. 15-4, Boyd County leads it. Back after this on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Big news! Buffalo Wild Wings has great wing deals for you all week long. Come in every Tuesday for Wing Tuesdays. Grab the crew and come in for traditional wings, buy one, get one 50% off. And every Thursday is Boneless Thursday, where you'll get buy one, get one free on the delicious boneless wings. And have them spun in one of their 26 sauces and seasonings. Get them spicy, get them sweet, or get them plain. It's only at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. Price and participation may vary. See server for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other offers.
15-4, Boyd County leads it. Top half of the 5th inning. Due up for Gray Crossing, Grayson Wright, Brooke Smith, and then Avea Mosley Franklin.
Corey's still on the bump.
Corey's still on the mound.
Having a spectacular game today against
She's thrown
tough
it well.
Great Crossing.
She's thrown it well.
And especially with the long breaks that she's had. I mean,
Yes.
To come out and still be able to attack and execute.
Wright takes the first pitch inside for ball one. Wright with a hit on the evening. She's 1 out of 2. Second baseman. And check swing foul. Evens the count up at 1-1. On deck is Brooke Smith, who singled last time, hit it sharply. The 1-1 pitch to Wright, taken for ball 2. Corey with the 2-1 pitch gets the outside corner to even the count up at 2-2. And strike 3. Ball dropped, and by May thrown to first base to Bush to complete the strikeout. That brings up Brooke Smith. Like we said just a moment ago, singled her last at bat. We'll talk to Boyd County Lady Lions softball coach Lance Caesar after the game. So we'll stick around for him. First pitch, ball 1. Mosley Franklin, the center fielder on deck, the leadoff hitter for this Great Crossing ball club. Ball hit sharply, fielded though by Goad at short, throws across the diamond for out number 2.
Number 11, Mosley.
A 6-3 put out. Down to 1 out here away from the mercy rule ending.
Oh, and that's always a great thing whenever you come into the 5th inning and being up more than 10, because it gives you a little bit of insurance just in case something does go wrong.
And I hope I didn't just jinx it. First pitch, ball 1. If we did, we'll say it's Delmer whispering it in my ear.
Yeah, it's all Delmer and Raritan's fault.
He's sitting there shaking his head. Yeah, I did. The 1-0, bunted foul. Evens the count up at a 1-1.
Great Crossing doing anything they can just to be able to get a base runner on to
Try
keep
to
them
keep it
alive.
alive. 1-1 count now to Mosley Franklin. Corey, the 8th grader, fires. Ball hit in the air to left field. Robbins under it. Gets it. That'll be the ball game. 15-4. Boyd County wins it here this afternoon. Let's step out and take a break. And when we come back, we'll talk to Boyd County Lady Lions softball coach Lance Caesar after his 15-4 win over Great Crossing. Back after this on the Boyd County Total Media Sports Network.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99. Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for Pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Big news! Buffalo Wild Wings has great wing deals for you all week long. Come in every Tuesday for Wing Tuesdays. Grab the crew and come in for traditional wings, buy one, get one 50% off. And every Thursday is Boneless Thursday, where you'll get buy one, get one free on the delicious boneless wings. And have them spun in one of their 26 sauces and seasonings. Get them spicy, get them sweet, or get them plain. It's only at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. Price and participation may vary. See server for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other offers.
And welcome back here in Boyd County as the Lady Lions take down Great Crossing 15-4. Looking at stats right now as I'm getting them added up, Jaden Goat 3 of 4, 2 runs, a walk, and 4 RBIs. Savannah Henderson 2 of 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs, 2 runs, and a stolen base. JC Goad with batting 2 of 3, 2 RBIs, 1 run. Brooklyn Jacobs 2 of 3, 1 RBI, 1 run. Grace Stevens 2 of 4 with 1 run. Let's see here. Emily Bush 2 of 3 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs on the evening. Kaylee May with a walk and going 1 of 2 tonight with a double as well. Taylor Culp getting on base with 2 walks and scoring 2 runs. Reagan Robbins with 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, a stolen base, and a sacrifice bunt, and scoring 2 runs herself. What we'll do, we'll go ahead and take our second break of this post game as Coach Lance Caesar wraps up his meeting with the girls and makes his way up for the post game interview. We'll be right back after this with the Boyd County Sports Network with Total Media Sports.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how Biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99. Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how Biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's. Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Big news! Buffalo Wild Wings has great wing deals for you all week long. Come in every Tuesday for Wing Tuesdays. Grab the crew and come in for traditional wings, buy one, get one 50% off. And every Thursday is Boneless Thursday, where you'll get buy one, get one free on the delicious boneless wings. And have them spun in one of their 26 sauces and seasonings. Get them spicy, get them sweet, or get them plain. It's only at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. Price and participation may vary. See server for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other offers.
And we're back at the Boyd County Athletic Complex, and Boyd County defeats Great Crossing here this afternoon, 15-4. And now joined by Boyd County softball coach Lance Caesar. Coach, first of all, congratulations. It's a good win.
Yeah, we played really well. Our young pitcher came in and gave us some valuable innings. We had productive at bats. I can't say enough about our girls today.
And, speaking of productive at bats, at least by my count that I'm looking at here, only struck out 2 times, so a great job putting the ball in play.
Yeah, we put the ball in play really well. We had a lot of situational hitting, get them on, get them over, get them in. We've been really, really working on that. And girls seem to respond well after a big game last night, and that's kind of what I wanted to see.
Yep, and you got on the board early in the first inning, but in the third inning you really broke it open with 9 runs.
Yeah, they were super patient that inning. The other team was struggling a little bit, and we really capitalized on it. And that's kind of another thing we've been talking about is we've been able to get leads, we haven't been able to hold leads, and that was kind of nice to see today. We never took our foot off the gas.
And after you score the 9, Great Crossing didn't go away. They come in and put a couple more up, and then you answer with 5 more.
Yeah, they're a great team playing the 11th region. It's a tough region down there. They see great competition. We knew they weren't going to where they weren't going to be an easy opponent, and they were going to be ready to play, and they were just that. So that's why we play these showcase games, to see teams that we hopefully may see down the state tournament if we make it there, and this is why we do it.
And only 2 weeks away from the postseason.
Yeah, it's flying.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is flying by.
And you play again here this evening against a very good Notre Dame team.
Yeah, Notre Dame, they're defending, I think, Section 7 state champions over in Ohio. Returned for the most part their whole team, so they're a very good team. So we're rolling out Brooklyn Jacobs this evening, and gonna hopefully she's gonna throw a good one for us, and our offense comes to play like it did this game. I think we'll be okay.
Yep, Savannah Henderson with a shot there to center field. And at least from up here, it looked like she got off the end of the bat, and it still went a long way.
I was pretty surprised. She was down 0-2, and we talk a lot with 0-2. We just want to just put the ball in play and just punch it somewhere. And I couldn't tell if either the pitcher left it fat or what happened. But yeah, she hit it pretty well and got enough of it.
And the bottom half of your lineup really produced today.
I can't say enough about those girls. They come to play, and they come to play the right way. And they really have carried us a lot this season at times when sometimes other girls may be struggling. And it seems like earlier in the year our bottom half was carrying us. In the middle part of the year, our top half started swinging it well. The last 3 games seemed like everybody's starting to click a little bit, and that's fun to watch.
And and I'm sure to you, nice to see Corey with a good outing on the mound.
Absolutely. That kid, I've been lucky enough to coach her since she was 6. When her and my daughter first started playing together, and love her to death. She's a good kid. If she can locate, kind of like we talked earlier, if she can locate and hit her spots, she'll keep people off balance enough that she can be very effective.
Yep. Coach, I appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win, and we'll talk to you again tonight for the 6 o'clock game.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me.
That's Boyd County head coach Lance Caesar. His Lady Lions win it tonight 15-4. We'll be back on the air tonight 6 o'clock as they take on Notre Dame. Pete Fraley will be here with you for that one. Special thanks to Jeff Irwin and Ian Wilburn, and for Boyd County head coach Lance Caesar. I'm Greg Preston. Good night and God bless.